Hello, Aries. Welcome to Spicy Sunflower Tarot. This is going to be a very specific reading, something in mind. You'll be called to know what it is. If anything, it might not apply to you at all, but I have this reading designed for coming to the outcome of a specific situation. And that can be anything for you. This could be in your love life, this could be work, this could be your family, your personal life, it could be your neighborhood. So think of a situation as I'm shuffling and getting the cards ready. Aries, some situation that you might want to know what the outcome will be. Sometimes I think we all want to know, how's this all going to end? What is going to happen? And it's something ongoing, even if it's been a couple of weeks, but you just kind of want to know. It's a peek into the future a little bit. And so the future is always up to you. You always have free will. These cards are just tools. They're just an extension of the possibilities. And so I have the Cat Tarot here, a special deck to be used. Cats, because they're so mysterious, they're so magical. I think they're very they're in tune with the situation, and so I wanted to use those tonight to see how we do in this reading for Aries. Looking at a situation and the outcome specifically for your situation, Aries. The first card that I'm looking for is the outcome of the situation on Aries' mind. What is the outcome of the situation on Aries' mind? What is the outcome of the situation on Aries' mind? The Two of Wands. The outcome is going to be something where it will turn into a decision for you. You will have a decision to make on your future and the possibilities of the unknown versus your comfort zone. So let's take the situation into a few different possibilities. If this is work, you'll receive a new job offer. That could be the outcome of the situation. Maybe you've been putting in applications all over town, and the outcome will be you get that job offer, but maybe you weren't quite ready to leave your current job. So you'll have a decision to make between comfort zone versus the future and the unknown. If it's a love relationship that you're coming to this reading to look at the possible outcome of this love situation, it might be they propose and they ask for you to move in with them. And that's going to be that unknown. That's going to be that, oh boy, that would be a whole new world for you. Maybe it's what you want, but still it would be moving in with someone, living together. What does that mean for your relationship? Do you know what I mean? You're going to have your own whole set of new questions to ask about that. Or you can stay living in your own house, in your own comfort zone with your world as you've known it. So I'm not going to belabor the point. You'll have a decision to make. Your outcome of the situation will be that you'll have the final say. And that's always good. I think Aries, you are a sign that likes to have the final say as far as when it concerns you and your life. Certainly, I know that you want to be a major player in that. So I don't think you want to have things dictated to you. The decision will be yours. When will the situation resolve itself? So when will the situation resolve itself for Aries? When will it resolve itself? Your card, the Fool, the beginning of the tarot cards. This is card number 0. It's not even a number. So it's in spirit. The Fool represents the energy that we have before we inhabit a physical body. So when it appears, it's also an indication that a new situation is getting ready to unfold. So your current situation, whatever that is, love, job, neighborhood, personal, family life, that will resolve itself when a new beginning shows up. And you'll know the new beginning will be the opportunity to move and leave your neighborhood. In a love relationship, like I said, something will change in the dynamic. Something will up level it, like an engagement, proposition to move in together, a proposition to move across the country with that person. Do you know what I mean? Something new, the Fool, which will require you to have new energy. The Fool is the beginning. It is the very fresh start. It's the energy that happens, as I said, before we incarnate into these physical bodies. It's what we were in spirit. So when this card shows up in this position, it's saying that there will be a new beginning, and that will be how you will know the situation that you're talking about in this reading is over. The next card is, how can Aries support the most positive outcome? How can Aries support the most positive outcome? How can Aries support the most positive outcome? Judgment. This is Scorpio and Aries. This is Judgment. The final call, well, again, will be yours. Judgment is, that's the way that you're going to be able to support the most positive outcome, is by you having a say in the matter. So when it does come down to a decision to be made, you'll be the one to be able to put your 2 cents in. And a judgment always happens when it is the final say, final straw. Aries will put their judgment call in, and that's how you'll know, and that's how you'll be able to support the most positive outcome. Because and this cat, there's this Egyptian cat right behind and holding the ankh. And then this white feather is in the paws. And the white feather to me is always symbolic of angelic protection and angelic guidance and leading. And so trusting your spiritual nature, that's going to be how your final judgment will come through. How can Aries trust that this is unfolding for the best? How can Aries trust that this is unfolding for the best? How can Aries trust that this is unfolding for the best? Aries. 7 of Swords. Okay, so this was a little similar to what we had for Scorpio, different position, but the message is still going to be the same. How Aries can trust that this is unfolding for the best is to be the 7 of Swords. And the 7 of Swords, this might sound a little negative, but this is very strategic. And so that it's advantageous for you, it's going to work in your favor. And what I mean by that, and please remember, Aries, before I go get lost in the message, please remember that you always have control of your life and your situations. This is just options and possibilities. It's exploring what could be, and you always have the final say. So last card, how can Aries trust this is unfolding for the best? 7 of Swords. Remember that I was just alluding to the fact that 7 of Swords is a little sneaky. It's a little underhanded sometimes. It's a little bit getting away with what you can get away with and nobody sees you. This is not me telling you to be some unsavory person. What I'm saying, because swords are cerebral, they're mental, they're in your mind, they're how you're thinking. So it's going to be how you think about the situation. In order for you to trust that the situation's unfolding for the best, is for you to play your cards close to your chest. Make sure that you're not revealing all your information. This cat is sitting here very calm, cool, collected, just sharpening their nails. They've got, I think it could be a toy, but I'm going to say that this is them sharpening their nails. They're just watching and waiting for the opportunity to maybe get up and play with this toy, or use their claws if they need to protect themselves. But I think that this is them sharpening their nails. And I think this is coming out in the position for you to understand that the situation's unfolding for the best as long as you keep your cards close to your chest. You're not revealing all of your truth. You're not communicating with everyone involved, because right now, not everyone needs to know. So I think it really is going to boil down, in order to have everything work out for the best, it's going to be on a need to know basis. So I think you have information. I think you are going to become aware of information. And I think that information is not going to be for everybody's eyes and ears. But I think you'll have firsthand peek, because you do have judgment and you do have the Fool, these indications of these very powerful decisions. This Two of Wands was here in the beginning. I think that if you just watch and wait, you'll know how to pounce. I have some additional deck of cards here to look for the possible clarification, see if we get any more enlightenment on this current spread. So let's get these shuffled up really quick for you, Aries. I hope something in this reading was helpful for you, that's able to give you a little insight and understanding into your situation, whatever that might be. And just one more quick split, and then looking for, like I said, clarification cards, just a few little clarification cards to see if it ties in our message for Aries. Aries, these last few cards, we have the Five of Swords. That's information, maybe misunderstanding, things happening where it's creating a conflict. Maybe a conflict of interest. Again, that's the sword suit. So we're talking about communications and information. Wheel of Fortune, it's working in your favor. And the Three of Pentacles. Whatever disagreement, Five of Swords, whatever conflict, whatever situation involving some change that's coming out, involving your situation, conflict. There's conflict involved. People aren't always going to get along, especially when we've got two different ways to go, when we've got two different ways to see things. Might not be getting along or seeing each other on the same page, not by meeting on the same page and trying to get along. But the Wheel of Fortune is here for you, Aries, spinning in your favor. The Wheel of Fortune is the karmic wheel. So things are going to be working out for you. Aries, I think you're going to be given this good luck charm, this beautiful black cat, showing their positive side towards you. It's going to be working out in your favor. And the Three of Pentacles is all about collaboration. So wherever there was, conflict, disagreement, people not seeing eye to eye on something, working out in your favor, Aries, definitely showing up with the Fool and the Judgment card. Three of Pentacles, there will be a building together, and there will be a seeing eye to eye in the situation. So Seven of Swords, definitely a little piece of wisdom, take it or leave it. And then understanding that everybody might not be on the same page, but eventually they're going to come around and want to build with you and want to grow with you and collaborate with you. So Aries, I hope this reading helped you. I hope it was serving you in some way, shape, or form. And just like to ask for a like, a share, a follow. I'm on TikTok, I'm on YouTube, and all of those ways that you can interact with the channel, they're all free. So nothing costs any money. If you've shown up here and you've watched the reading, I greatly appreciate that. And so you could give me something in return, such as a like or a follow. Very much appreciated. Thank you so much for being here. I ask for you to be well and have a wonderful upcoming week, Aries. Namaste.